So here is the OUPES Mega 2 power station. Comes with AC charging cable, 12 volt 2 Anderson plug for charging out of your car, Anderson to MC4 solar cable for charging it with solar panel, Anderson to barrel style extension cable, and another Anderson to Anderson extension cable. Press and hold it. Turns right on, shows you the remaining percentage. Here's all the outputs. You got your USB, DC. Press the little button to activate all these ports. You got another 12 volt port here. This is the cigarette lighter style with 2 more barrels. Here, you got all your AC ports here, 4 outlets with a 20 amp max. And then a big old 30 amp max for charging your RV or something with a higher energy use. Side here, you got your inputs for charging it up, solar, AC, and overload protection. Just pop this little panel right there. Let's go to the other side. It's got nice handles on the top. You're gonna need them because this thing weighs about 48 pounds, pretty heavy. Over here you have your cooling fans that draw air through it when there's a high output or input. And right here, you can expand the system with other battery modules that they sell separately. I think they are about $1,000 each. And the back doesn't have a whole lot, just the logo, name of it. Turn it around here. Pretty nice unit, pretty big. So I'll test it out here with some charging and powering different appliances. Right here, just have it charging this pair of headphones. Doesn't use much energy. Right here on the screen, it'll tell you exactly what ports are activated, USB-A, USB-C. And to power this blender here, this Vitamix, you gotta press this little AC button. It'll turn on here. But the thing is, kind of a downside, it's delayed. So there's a little click, you can hear it. It takes 10-15 seconds for it to turn on, the AC ports. But works good. You can see it pulling power. I'll turn it up. The wattage will increase. Pretty sweet, works good. Tells you the remaining time in hours before it goes to 0%. It's just an estimate, pretty accurate though. See, as you turn it down, uses less energy, so the hours increase. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to test it out with a miter saw here. It's got it plugged in. A little bit of a glare from the sun, but we'll see if you guys can see that. Has no problem pulling almost 2,000 watts. Goes down to about 900 once it's running. I'll try it with a little sander here, electric sander. So things I like the most, probably the high capacity. It's about 2,000 watt hours, which will power you through about a few days or a nice long camping trip. If you want, you can expand it, although it's kind of expensive. Plug stuff in on that side, an extra battery module. right here. Second best thing is how fast it charges. So you take your AC plug here, plug it into the side. It'll immediately start increasing the input. You see that number climb? It'll increase to about 1500, 1550 watts. Once it goes up high, the cooling fans will kick on. They're pretty quiet. You can hear it in a sec. Turn to the side. Seems there's one pair of cooling fans inside. Draw air through the unit. Pretty sweet. You start hearing them. Input's increasing, 600 watts now. Like I said, as it increases, fan speed will increase. You can feel air coming out this. Pulls air through the unit from this side. These are just open vents over all the internals. It's a little warm, but not hot by any means. There you go, it's 1100 watts. It'll increase even more. Charges pretty quick, so about hour and a half, 2 hours fully from the wall. If you can also put on a solar panel. Haven't tried that yet, but plug it in right there and you can charge from the wall and panel at the same time to get about 3000 plus watts of input if you have a big enough solar array. So one thing it doesn't do is tell you how many hours are remaining until it's fully charged. It tells you how many hours until it's depleted. So when it's plugged in, it says 99, but it doesn't tell you like 30 minutes till it's fully charged to 100% or 40 minutes. So something to be aware of. Another thing to be aware of is the app that they advertise is a joke. Doesn't work well at all. I tried it on iOS, Android, same thing. Couldn't get it to pair. Waste of time. It'd be nice if they would have worked out the kinks a bit better. But it is what it is. Another thing is no hiding from the fact that it weighs 48 pounds. Pretty heavy. I do like the color scheme, although it does show dirt, scratches quite well. Not a big deal if you're using it like it's meant to be used outdoors and whatnot for camping. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty good unit. Priced less than the same capacity for an EcoFlow or Jackery or Blue Eddy, but the app is useless. So if you're wanting a smart app, might not be the best choice. There's also a slight delay when you're turning on AC for the ports to actually work. Not a big deal, but worth mentioning. Love the screen. It's pretty nice. Looks good in bright light, dim light, any light. Nice unit overall. Not too many complaints. Just know that the app does not work well. I would recommend, if you don't want to spend an extra $500 or more for a similar capacity unit from a name brand, but I've used it for about 3 weeks now and it works good.